Finn loved these scratch art pads. Said it reminded her that no matter what something looked like on the surface, there was always more going on underneath.
Great news. Roxxon's prototype labs in Manhattan are kaput. And so are their reactors.
Finally! With the labs and Krieger gone, feels like Roxxon's butt has been firmly kicked.
I bet they'll be staying out of sight for a while.
Good. Because I don't want to drain any more reactors.
You said it, buddy. But I'm glad we were able to do this together.
Me too. Until our next adventure?
Which'll probably be 5 minutes from now, right? Deal.
Have fun with this one. I had a repeat client I always met here. Got real used to waiting. Listen, hearing this sound running on a tight schedule.
A sound on a schedule. Fairy horns. That's right.
Client I met here used to take the ferry over from Jersey. Working for him was good money, till he got busted. He's how your dad found out about the Prowler. Not that it was me, but that a thief was making it big in New York, and your dad volunteered for the case. I could feel him closing in. I had to try and guess which would be worse. If I told him, or if he caught me.
That'd be me. I don't know what I'd do. That can't be the only reason Dad cut him off. Not if he fessed up. Just wasn't Dad. I think it's in that chimney. The day we hit it, wind was crazy strong. Nearly blew me off the building. Finn upgraded her swim goggles with sonar and a heads-up display. She never could stand losing to anyone, especially me. Time capsule should be out on those pylons. Finn was fearless hopping off those back in the day. Gotcha. We gave copies of our keys to each other so we could hang out more. Ended up just hiding messages in each other's rooms.
Hey, Miles. I'm catching up on... yikes. Kind of a backlog after being away for a few weeks.
No rest for the Spider-Man?
Nope. Speaking of which, I'm not gonna be swinging behind you, constantly looking over your shoulder now that I'm back. I trust you. And I have some stuff I should take care of.
Like what? Can I help?
I need to find a job. Freelancing with the Bugle was great, but I'd like something steady.
Have you thought about teaching? You're pretty good at it.
Honestly, no. No. Maybe. I'll think about it. Call you soon.
This sound always feels like someone celebrating, even when it's just telling time. Your dad thought so too, so we had to include it.
A sound that tells time. Okay. Okay. That's it. Ringing on the hour.
When I hear those bells, I remember the last time I was here. Your dad had just graduated from the police academy. I didn't go to the ceremony, so I met him here after. Bought us milkshakes. Strawberry for him, peanut butter for me. know why I remember that. He said he couldn't cover for me anymore if I got in trouble. I told him I was done with that life. I was lying. He believed me for a while. Or at least pretended to.
Man, things got complicated between them.
This plaza and the blocks around it are alive with sound. What you're looking for is light, distinct.
Light, huh? Okay.
Thanks a lot, what the? Huh?
Yeah. Wind chimes. That sounds good.
Why did I make
This plaza's where I had my first job. I was fresh out of high school then. Didn't have the gear or the mask. The guy paid me to mug his boss. Rough him up, take everything in his wallet. Your dad found out. He stood under those wind chimes yelling at me for an hour. But he never told our folks. He made me promise I'd stop stealing. Wish I kept my word. He deserved better.
I wish you had too. Maybe you and Dad would have stayed close. And you and I would be okay too.
Hey y'all, it has been a good week for Harlem. Spider-Man stopped the Tinkerer, Rio Morales was elected to city council, Roxxon Plaza is closed for good, and Simon Krieger is in jail. Boom! Ha! Bonus, I passed my citizenship test with flying colors! Still love you, China. Gonna miss your candy. Okay, back to business. In an attempt to save face, Roxxon's board released all of Krieger's personal documents. Memos, emails, real fun stuff. While I'm combing through those docs and waiting to hear Triple J eat crow on air, I'll be playing unreleased, pre-recorded casts. Fresh material coming in a few weeks, and in the meantime, remember to sing to your plants while you water them. Seriously. Okay, bye! See you soon!
After seeing it in the Olympics, Finn got crazy good at table tennis in like a week. Her spin game was unreal. Could put the ball wherever she wanted. Girl is agile as heck. Bingo! After we won that science enterprise, Finn got way into space exploration. Dreamed up this moon transport. She wanted to reinvent the whole world.
Listeners, you all know that I pride myself on truth, integrity, and facts. I've been tough on this new Spider-Man since the disaster on Braithwaite Bridge. For good reason. The kid screwed things up so bad, even the original model would have blushed redder than his costume. The classic one, not that ugly new thing. But today, I must also acknowledge that the city is rallying around this youngster and proclaiming him a hero. With an unstable energy source on the verge of wiping Harlem off the map, this youthful Spider-Man reportedly stepped in and saved lives. Or at least that's what his supporters want us to think. The real truth is that none of this would have happened if he hadn't donned a ridiculous suit and started swinging willy-nilly around the city, performing reckless acts of violence. Hero? More like zero? Ha! Jared, open up the lines. I want to hear from those who agree with me. Jared? I said open up the lines. What do you mean they're open? Well, something must be wrong. Folks, we're having technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Spider-Man. Nice. Oh my god. What?
Hey, over here!
Right. Man, we flew down the street after we tricked out these skates with compressed air boosters. Neighbors started calling us the little geniuses after that. All that attention felt kind of weird. and kinda cool. Skyline wasn't this nice when we hit a capsule in the wall here. And time flies. Nice. Concert tickets. Finn convinced me to go with her. I went ready to hate it, and wound up buying 3 CDs and a t-shirt. Dazzler and Lila Cheney for life.
Times Square. Easy to find someone in the crowd here. Or lose them. Sound you need's like an electric current.
A current. I could cheat it with venom. Nah. Think it has to be that flag, the neon one.
So, are you single?
Oh, dope.
Can't sing cat fighting. Too much to do.
Electric. Oh, that's cool. Love how alive that feels.
After I started calling myself the Prowler, met my first client right under this sign. Neon flag's hard to miss, and the crowd makes it easy to blend in. She wanted me to steal her painting. I looked across the square and saw your dad looking back at me. He never said anything, just turned and left. He didn't know everything, just that I was a thief. That was enough. I think he saw where we were headed long before I did.
If you would have tried to act right sooner, he would have forgiven you. I know he would have.
Miles! I did it! I figured it out!
How to safely split an atom from the comfort of your own home?
That's next on my to-do list. No, speed nonagon. Collision model is updated, projectile physics is fixed, frame rate stabilized. It's awesome now.
Which means I can play it?
It still needs textures. Sound effects, music, VO.
I'll write the music. I could probably do sound effects too.
Close worksite, kid. Get out of here.
I'll have to sneak around those workers to grab that capsule.
Did you see that? Freaking thing just disappeared like magic.
Got it. Hey, I'm back. Oh yeah, I'll write the music. I could probably do sound effects too.
First we improve and design our own spider suit. Now we build a mobile game empire? We're unstoppable.
Never doubted it. I'm not doing spider things. When I get home, I'll set up a task board, start tracking out sound effects you'll need. Ooh, and sketching out a score.
Yeah, woo! Can you feel that? That's me fist bumping you from afar. Later, dude.
Parts from the first PC we built. I used it for... Parts from the first PC we built. I used it for gaming. Finn used it to help an ESU Alzheimer's research team. Both good uses, I'd say. This was our Everest back in the day. We were so pumped when we finally made it to the top. Awesome. We always wonder what stuff like Thor's hammer was made of, and invented our own imaginary elements to explain it. Finn's names always sounded the best. Stuffed the capsule in one of these pipes. Can't remember which one. you go. One summer, we got way into space travel and started freeze-drying our favorite foods. Bacon, egg, and cheese bagel. Total fail. Red bean ice cream was not bad, though.
This is a good one. Me and your dad used to hang around here. Listen while the whole station came alive. That's what you need.
Something at the station.
I think hanging around here is how your dad got the idea to be a cop. I said, man, you're not uptight enough for that job. He wanted to make things better from the inside. Pretty sure he died trying.
You did make things better, Dad. And so will I. Hey, bro. I read MJ's front pager about some Karia.
Not while you were swinging, I hope. Sorry. Scolding mentor mode, downshifting. What did you think of the article?
The article was great. The pictures? Where'd they get this Peter Parker guy?
I'm sure MJ asks herself that all the time.
So how was the trip? Did you have to suit up while you were out there?
Nah, Sable handled it like a champ. Her and her wild pack. I mostly got to stand around taking pictures.
Sounds like a nice break. As much as a work trip can be.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling refreshed and ready to do some next-level Spider-Manning. And clean out the gutters at my house. Being a homeowner is glamorous, let me tell you.
Sounds like it. I'll let you go. Talk soon.
This one was all your dad's idea. You need something that's always in this park. Quiet on their own, loud in a group.
Loud in a group? I mean, hot dog vendors would be loud in a group, but I don't think that's right. Probably something you'd always find here. Like birds or trees or... No, not trees.
What? Can I have your autograph?
I asked for you for Christmas, Spider-Man.
How did Dad record this? Was he a pigeon whisperer?
This was way back, before high school. We were hanging in the park one day and someone dropped a hot dog. You know how that goes. The place was swarming with pigeons. Your dad stopped cold. He said, Aaron, man, that's music. Listen. Next day, we were crawling all over Manhattan looking for beats. Like you are now.
I remember the first time they showed me how to sample. Uncle Aaron had the gear, and Dad had the ear for music.
I was on the train home, and Spider-Man was in my car.
Jackpot. Oh, football league. I mentioned to Finn one time I was into soccer, and she went all impossible mission to steal this from an exhibition match for me. She'd do anything for her friends.
getting reports of an out-of-control helicopter flying around. Heads up.
Your mom lived here right after college. You know that? She and your dad were dating. 3 of us spent a lot of time here. We got used to this soft, steady beat.
Soft beat. Yeah, it's subtle, but a good beat.
Things were good back then. Felt like they'd be good forever. Your mom got her first gig as a teacher. Your dad was new to being a cop, and I just started calling myself the Prowler. I figured we all kept secrets about our jobs. Couldn't last, though. Your dad's job and mine crossed paths too often.
Man, Uncle Aaron, if you would have anything else, my mom and dad would have supported you all the way. Voicemail. Number's blocked.
Hey, Miles. I know you're gonna hear a lot about me. Things I've done, now that I'm serving time. I cut a plea deal, so it shouldn't be more than 2 years. But getting out early, it's not why I gave up Krieger. You told me you had to be better. And that meant looking out for other people, even if it cost you something. I don't have a lot of practice, but I'm trying. Thanks, kid, for making me a better man that I could be on my own. Take care out there.
Love you, Unc. Piece of cake. Got the tour Oscorp in 8th grade. Finn was way skeptical. Said that they were gonna destroy New York one day. Devil's breath almost proved her right.
Spider-Man!
Capsules in that tree planter. He used to sneak up here to stargaze. Never saw one until the 2016 blackout. Then wow, the sky was full of them. Found it. Finn was always checking out books before she finished her last ones. She even grabbed mine when I wasn't looking. Said it kept her brain sharp. I got so freaked out when we hit a time capsule in this cave. Place still gives me the creeps. Mom made this piqué hot sauce for Finn's birthday. Abuela's recipe, I think. Finn put it on everything. Always said, if it doesn't hurt, you're not doing it right.
Trains are arriving in 4, 9, and 15 minutes.
Got this on a field trip to a Wakandan Design Group Expo. Finn saw all the tech on display and shouted, "I want to be an engineer!" Guess it stuck.
Check the marker. Some dude stole a car and are being chased by the cops.
Hey, remember those time capsules I told you Finn and I hid? Found them. And, whew, talk about a head trip.
Yeah, I bet that'd be intense now.
I wanted to bury them in Prospect Park, but it was her idea to put them around the city. She always tried to push me out of my comfort zone.
What do you think she would have said to you now that you found them?
Good job, but I would have found them faster.
I like her taking the opportunity to dunk on you.
That's how she wanted.
Your dad and I fell asleep listening to this sound every night when we were kids. It's got a good beat.
Okay. Something rhythmic that was around when Dad and Uncle Aaron were little. Pretty sure it's behind me. Yeah, that's it.
You probably don't know this, But your dad and I grew up not far from here, before we moved to Brooklyn in high school. Hearing the clatter of the wheels, squealing when the trains turn or stop, always makes me think of me and your dad's late night talks. Mostly about what we wanted to be when we grew up. I wanted to be a space alien. Your dad's dream changed. Doctor, firefighter, social worker. But he always wanted to help people.
Yeah, sounds like Dad.
Hey, young blood, you got almost everything you need for the track. You just unlocked the spot where you could find the last piece. Hope it works for you.
That's where I bought him? Doesn't have the best memories, Uncle Aaron. Man in subway tunnels. Guess a good thief needs a good hideout. My mom bought him this at a flea market. It was a joke about... can't remember. He was always way better at guitar than me. Sequencer? Sampler? Vintage? Oh, has to be him and Dad's equipment. Always making upgrades. I definitely got my suit patching skills from Uncle Aaron. Uncle Aaron's got tabs all over the city. He must have been building his network for years. He used to come to our place for dinner all the time. Guess he never learned to cook. Use the sounds. Frequency lock? Something new every day.
Hey, kid. Hope the suit fits. You asked why me and your dad stopped talking. He was investigating the Prowler. It led him to my clients, people like Simon Krieger, Wilson Fisk. Dad couldn't afford to make enemies like that. Not with you and Rio in the picture. So I told him. Hoped he'd back off, and he did. For good. He didn't want me around. Didn't want you to turn out like me. Hope this suit helps you be better. Take care, Spider-Man.
Thank you, Uncle Aaron, for everything.